Well, hey, congrats on your new song, Stay with Justin Bieber. I got to hear it and listen. I'm a fan of yours, but this is like my favorite thing you've done. It is so good.
Wow, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Yeah, yeah. Tell me about this song. I know you and Justin have worked together in the past, but how did this one come about?
This one, well, when he sent me the song Unstable, I was like, fuck, I gotta send him back something for my shit because I was trying to get him on my thing, obviously. So I was like scrambling through my notes and I came across Stay, which is an idea I had for some months. That I just started one day hanging out with a couple of friends and never really thought much of it. I always knew it was good, but I was just like, oh, it wasn't finished and like it needed a lot of work on it and stuff like that. So it was just one of those ideas, like there's things like, oh shit, this could be really good, but I just, I make so many ideas and songs that I just kind of like forgot about it. Um, and then I came across that. I was like, oh shit. I was like, he had actually sound really good on this. So I sent him that and I sent him another song. And he was really stuck on the Stay one. And every time I would see him, he'd be like, yo, let's Stay Song Special, man. Stay Song Special. So then I eventually just pulled up on him at the studio with the files and said, hey man, you ready to record? And he was like, yeah.
How do your ideas kind of happen? Do you like, do you maybe go lyrically first? Do you have like the sonics in your head for it? Like, how do you present it to him, like with an idea?
Well, the way I came with the idea with him was just like, it was like very rough production. And it was just the hook and my verse and then a hook again. So it was just pretty much a verse open for him. But the way I start ideas usually is like, I usually like get some music first, like some like, like whether it's a guitar or piano, and then that will kind of inspire where the song goes, but obviously I have to be in a certain mood for the, like, so for example, like if I'm in a happy mood, I'm not going to play a sad piano because it's not going to spark anything.
Yeah.
So like, but it always starts with the music, and the music kind of, I feel like the music can always like tell you where to go, low key. Like the music always can make the song for you if you like feel it enough.
You've been creating so much in the past year. Is there something like you've kind of learned about your process, like follow like moods to create certain music?
I don't know. Like I've learned that I definitely make the best music, I think, when I'm alone or when or when I'm with like people that I really trust musically. Those are two, like I either have to be alone or with people that like I'm really comfortable with and I can really like hone in on ideas with and collaborate with well. Like I can't just do random sessions with random producers and shit like that. Necessarily because I don't know, it always goes a little weird for me. So if I'm like gonna like really hone in on something, I either need to be alone or just with people that I work really well with. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Stay like sonically is such a cool song because and this is what makes you so dope is that it sounds like a punk song, but then there's the touches of R&B because you have Justin on it. Is that always like kind of the thought going into it, or does it like the sound just happen?
Honestly, I don't really think about that shit, to be honest. I just like make it and however it sounds, it sounds. I don't really think about what genre shit is. I don't go
Yeah.
into anything like that. It just like music to me is more of a feeling.
That's what's dope about your music though, is it is so like broad that like anybody can like it, because there is so many like I think sounds that it encompasses. So let's talk about Stay the movie, the music video. What was your favorite part of shooting that? And did you like instantly kind of have a visual for the song?
Um, you know what's crazy? I usually have like ideas for music videos, and I'll usually like, oh, get really. This one I had no idea where the music video was gonna go for this. I was like, I couldn't think of anything for the life of me. So, working with Colin Tilley on this was really, really good because he just came with the idea, and yeah, he just came with the idea, and he came with one that I was like, I don't know about this, but then he came with like six different ones, and I chose the one that was like insane. Like, I mean, they're all pretty insane, but this one was the best one to me by far. I was like floating in the air and shit, and like I have been a big fan of like Colin Tilley videos for a long time, so that was really cool, and like I obviously super trust Justin. with that type of shit, and he works a lot with them. So when I got there, and yeah, Colin was fucking sick. Super, super cool dude, and really professional set. It felt like I was on a movie set.
Was there good food there?
Like good food there?
Yeah. Like they always have like the food set out on the side, like when you're working. That's what like makes it feel like I feel like a big movie set.
It was cool, but I'm always like order type of dude. Like I always order shit, and I don't really eat the craft joint.
All right. Well, I'm sure people always ask you too, like, what is your favorite part of working with Justin, or like, what have you learned from Justin? But I want to ask, like, you guys have done this song and Unstable together now. Like, what is something that kind of comes up between you that like maybe you both learned like working together collaboratively?
I don't, I don't really know. I think if there's anything he's learned from me is that, I'm nobody to play with when it comes to basketball. I think, I think that's one thing he's learned.
I love that. Well,
I don't know though. I don't know though. We just vibe out. I don't really know.
That's awesome. Yeah. And I talked to him about you a couple months ago, and he just, he has so many great things to say about you.
Oh, that's so cute. I love that.
Well, let's talk about your new era. You wiped your Instagram. You're calling this like a brand new era. What does that mean for you?
It means, this is like the closing of an era, the Fuck Love era, and it's the beginning of like something new that you guys are gonna see pretty soon. Like Fuck Love 3 is coming this month sometime. And yeah, it's like the closing chapter to the Fuck Love thing, and I think it was time to close it now and move on to like the next part of my life, which I've been living for a little bit, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. Hopefully, in the album, which will be probably top of next year. I want to drop my album before I go on tour. So this Fuck Love 3 thing is it's the closing of the Fuck Love thing, number one, but number two, it's just something to like hold over everyone until the album comes, because I'm still in the process of like making the album, and that won't probably come to like the top of next year. So
how much more do you have to go
on the album?
Yeah.
I have quite a bit to go. I just started making lots of ideas. And I want my, it's gonna be my first album, so I want it to be great and perfect, and I don't just want it to sound like fucking 14 songs slapped together and like, oh yeah, this is an album. Like, no, I'm sick of that shit now. I want to put some real time and real structure and real story into it. So yeah.
Well, good. And I mean, that's your whole vibe. Everything that I've heard from you is like so intricate, and you can tell that you've put the time into it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, before we go, what can you tell us about tour? Like, what are you planning right now for that makes it, something you're really excited for?
Dude, I'm just fucking excited to see my fans and see like them in real life. I feel like it's like hard sometimes on the internet, because you're like, oh man, are these people even like it's hard to like until you see like real people. It's like it's different. Like that's why every time like, even like being in public and people come out with pictures, I'm like, oh wow, shit, that's crazy. Like these guys are real people. Like, because I haven't, ever since like everything started to happen for me, I've like, it's been quarantine and I haven't been able to do shows or like really see people. So yeah, I just can't wait to see everyone's faces and see everyone enjoying the music. Hopefully,
they're gonna enjoy it. The energy, I can tell it's gonna be insane.
I mean, hopefully. Yeah. Hopefully.
All right. Well, thank you so much, the Kid LAROI, for doing an Audacy check-in with us. Congratulations on the new single, Stay. It's so good. And we can't wait to hear the rest of it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.